We're back. All right, let's give it just a minute more. We'll let some other people join, and we're back for our second live. Got a lot of questions to answer today. Let's give it just a minute.
Want to reintroduce ourselves here for
Yeah.
We see here.
Yeah. I'm Jennifer Tilney. I am the CEO here at Platinum Skincare, and this is Dora. She is our manager, and you talk to her all the time, I'm quite sure of it.
I'm sure I've probably answered many of your phone calls or emails over the course of time. And
For sure.
we're always here. If we don't answer your question on the live, you can always phone us and get a personal consultation Monday through Friday, and that would be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is probably the best time to call.
For sure.
That
Yeah,
way
don't
we
call at 4:30 when we're closing. The phone line's shut off.
Yes, we want to give you,
We'll miss you.
The most attention we can, so give us a call by 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay, so
All right.
let's start.
I think we can start. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so our first question comes from, I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, Leoba. Leoba?
Yep.
She says, hi Jen, I have a question on how soon can I use my other chemical peels, mandelic or salicylic, after I've done my dream peel?
All right, so Dream Peel can definitely make your skin a little bit more sensitive for a week or even two. So what I generally suggest is this is a milder peel that you're going to be doing. So 2 weeks is a good time frame. If you're going to be doing a stronger peel like a Jesner or a TCA, I would recommend a month for sure. So if you're doing TCA 1 month and Dream Peel the next month, you can do that. Or of course, you can do TCA and Dream Peel at the same time.
Good rule of thumb for the heavier ones, it's just 1 month or
Yeah.
alternate for sure.
Alternate for sure.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right, so Vickie says, I'm anxious to get started, but I have been on tretinoin. How long should I be off of it before I do a peel?
Well, you don't really have to be off of it. I mean, this is your daily product regimen. You're using tretinoin, and that's fine. What we do suggest is that you stop using it at least a couple of days before you do a chemical peel. Now, if it's a stronger peel like TCA, you might want to stop for 3 to 5 days because tretinoin can make your skin a little bit more sensitive, and that will make that peel a lot more uncomfortable. So, anywhere from 2 to 5 days, it just depends on you and your tolerance level.
Because they may be able to do more layers than if they ease off of that a few days before. Then maybe instead of 1 to 2 layers, your skin may tolerate more.
And that's true for even retinol. It's like, tretinoin can cause more irritation than retinol, but even retinol can cause sensitivity. So the same thing, like, and I've done peels and peel videos, there are some times where I didn't stop retinol for a few days, and it is definitely more intense than it needed to be. So,
For
yeah.
sure. All right, moving along, Kavita asks, she says she has deep acne scars on her cheeks and a little bit of acne on her chin. I've tried TCA 20 2 times, which helped to lighten my blemishes. I bought the TCA 30, salicylic 25%. Can you please tell me which percentage of TCA peel I should use with TCA 30 cross to get the maximum results? Also, which order should I use both peels? So she has salicylic 25 and TCA 30. She wants to use TCA 30 for her cross.
But we don't know what color her skin is. So as long as you are a Fitzpatrick 1 or 2, that TCA 30 is perfect. If you're a Fitzpatrick 3, which is like just starting to get that olive skin tone, you still can probably use the 30. I would suggest pre-treating with Fade Bright or another melanin inhibitor for a couple of weeks prior to that. If your skin is a little bit darker than that, like 4 and above, I would probably suggest using the 20 instead of the 30 as your cross. And then you can apply it 2 or 3 times if you need to. Let's see, what else was that? Did she have?
Let's see, which percentage of the TCA peel should I use with the cross? So maybe she's planning to dilute that 30 in half to a 15 for the face.
Well, I would do the 13 always. Or if you have the 30, it's easy to dilute into a 15%. Just cut it in half, equal parts of bottled water.
Yep.
and the TCA 30, just mix it in a separate container and then use everything you mixed up that day or throw it away. Don't pour it back into your bottle of 30.
Right, you want to mix whatever you're using for that application.
Yeah, so little bits. I mean, whether it's like a little quarter teaspoon of this and a quarter teaspoon, you might not need a lot. Or,
Yeah.
you
A
know,
little medicine cup,
little
something like
medicine
that.
cups that come with all the cold medicine.
Yep. All right. Next question is from Niral. Hi, I have recently purchased the glycolic peel 30 and 50. I want to go for something stronger like TCA peel. However, I have been told it's not really good for darker skin tones and it can cause pigmentation. I am Asian and I have a light brown skin tone.
Well, the answer for you is Fade Bright or another melanin inhibitor like hydroquinone. Those are the two, this has alpha-arbutin in it, hydroquinone. Those are the two really good ones that we know help to turn down the melanin production in the skin. The longer you use it, the better your luck of not getting post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So, 2 weeks is a bare minimum. The darker your skin, the longer you should be prepping. So it could even be 3 or 4 weeks. But then you can definitely do, the stronger peels. And start with the 13. There's no need to really do a 7 unless you have extremely sensitive skin. But start with the 13. Don't jump to the 20 for any reason.
And then make sure you pre-treat before every peel, not just your first peel. It's an ongoing thing.
Very true. You're always
question.
pre-treating for your next peel. If you're going to be
Yes.
doing them monthly, then just get right back on that once you're done flaking.
Okay, Cheryl from Ohio asks, she says, never used any of your products yet. I am 59 with orange peel skin on my cheeks mostly. There are so many products and so many videos, I am not sure where to begin to have a smoother complexion.
Well, I always suggest retinol. Retinol is extremely smoothing and refining. It refines the pores. It's actually one of the only things besides an IPL that can tighten the pores and make your skin look smoother. And then, of course, the peels. Jesner is actually really good for rough skin texture, and of course, TCA. So TCA is like number one. Retinol and TCA, that's where you start. These are the best. They're going to get you good results really quickly. Dream Peel, Dream Peel, this is a retinol too. It's just a really, really, really high percentage of retinol. So you could potentially do this on its own or along with the TCA.
Right.
You could use both of these. That would really start you off well.
And there's videos on our website that explains how to layer those two acids.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have a kind of a large question here, many questions, from Octavia in Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to kind of break this apart. She says she is so happy she found Platinum Skincare. She's excited for her journey. She has a 3-part question. She has a caramel complexion, African American skin. I have, for the most part, pretty clear skin and smooth. I keep up with my home facials and with my exfoliating brush and have been a part of a daily facial cleansing. Every blue moon, I'm stressed and overwhelmed, and I get that bump under my skin on my chin or a pimple or two on my
So
cheek.
cystic acne, I'm
Yes.
assuming.
However, once they are gone in a few days, the spots lighten up really good, but not completely gone. More than anything, I can't stand a spot on my skin. That is tough. We all hate that. Waiting on arrival, I bought TCA 13 to do a full face peel, but to also clear the excess spots left after the blemish. Maybe I'll be able to move up to the 20 after a series of 13. Do you think it's a good idea once I move up to make the 20 a part of my regimen once a month? I think we should focus on the 13 first.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with your skin coloring. You need to focus on less inflammation with your products. It's the inflammation that causes hyperpigmentation. It's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So the 20 is going to be way more irritating to your skin. Your skin's going to inflame and say ouch, and you're going to have a higher risk. So you need to actually use a lower percentage. You can put more layers on. Even if you reached 5 layers, you could move on and put 6 layers, 7 layers. You need to do what's safe for your skin. And things like Fade Bright every single day to prep your skin and to make you less likely to get hyperpigmentation. And that, if you're using this too, even when you're getting your spots, that's going to help to heal it. And retinol, and I don't know if you were using retinol every day, but this should definitely go into your...
She said she bought just lost my spot here. She bought Fade Bright, Luminosity, and Prep. to prep with for 2 weeks before. Well, you only need the
Okay.
Fade Bright to prep, the luminosities for post.
Yeah, so luminosity is stronger. Like this is a 0.20, luminosity is 0.50, and that's generally too strong for people to use every single day. So you will probably want to just save that for after your peel and then get a bottle of 0.20, start using this every single day, because what this is going to do is it's going to make your skin speed up its turnover, which means when you get a blemish or you get a spot, instead of it lingering for 3, 4, 5 weeks, even longer, gosh, months, if you use something like this, you'll notice that it's gone in maybe a week to 10 days.
Okay, and her other question.
Part two.
Part 2 is about stretch marks on the back of the legs, external bikini beach line area. I have some post-hyperpigmentation from old ingrown hair bumps and shaving, dreading the expense of laser. Have you had clients have good results in the bikini area? And she was wondering, the second part of that says, you mentioned in the last slide that the TCA 30 should be diluted down for the 15 for her skin type, which I agree.
To help with stretch marks.
And let's see, it's a very long question.
Yeah, it's a little bit long. Hold on.
Well, the
but
TCA
you know,
13
you
gives
use
me
something like
results.
triple treat every day. This
Yeah.
will help those dark marks go away, those strawberry legs that they call them for a lot of people. This will help that to turn over really quickly, and of course you can do a peel. And I would just suggest to do a Jesner peel, because that's going to dig into your pores. That will help to get any of the the dark marks out. It is actually a little bit more beneficial for hyperpigmentation issues.
And stretch marks take a long time, and you would definitely do the Supercut 2X.
Supercop 2X,
Be
TCA
consistent.
peels on the stretch marks, and I would suggest if it's not heavy, take a Q-tip, dip it in there, and then just follow along the stretch marks, because you want to keep your skin as even as you can.
Right.
So every once in a while, I would do just the stretch marks, and then maybe next
Right,
month
do a
I
little
might
bit of the surrounding.
have to do the whole area, because when you do a peel, especially with darker skin, you're going to lighten those areas. Like if you had sun on there, your skin is darker than its natural color, and you'll notice a color difference. So you have to kind of do both.
Absolutely. And the triple treat will help with that too. using
That will too. That'll keep it turning over all the time.
Okay, so Laura from Alabama says, can you cosmetic microneedle and use your products, excluding acids?
Yes, some of the really, really good ones are, let me see if I have one here, is the...
Epidermal growth factor, the Regenerate.
Yeah, EGF. Of course I don't have one here. Dr. Platinum Potions are excellent for that. The Nano Hyaluronic is excellent for needling. And Dr. Picard, any of his serums are really good for needling. He recommends that either you apply it, needle it, and then apply it again, or just needle and then apply when you're finished. And then, if you're irritated or inflamed, you can certainly put either the healing oil or emu oil on after your needling session, because that will just calm everything down.
Perfect. Okay, Connie Ward from Texas, Killeen, Texas. She is having some maskne, what we call, from wearing the masks. She's been
Yeah.
breaking out all over her face with different spots and blemishes. What can be done about this?
Well, you just need to follow a good acne regimen. Like, you may not have normally had acne skin, but now you're going to have to treat it like you do. And you're going to want to use things like retinol at night, and then twice a day you're going to wash with AB cleanser and put vitamin B complex on. So in the morning, wash with AB, vitamin B complex, and then at night, wash with AB, vitamin B complex, and end with retinol 0.20. That will help to stop that acne cycle, and that mask won't make it worse. And you can certainly use things like, drying lotion as a spot treatment, or of course a chemical peel like a mandelic or a salicylic
Yes.
once a week. That will really help as well. But you just have to follow an acne regimen now.
Absolutely. Change your mask too. Like they say, like
You're supposed to throw it away after
8
every
hours.
use.
Yeah, they
That's
literally
not
say
convenient, but
Right, exactly. Okay, so Shannon from San Marcos, Texas says, is there a peel that I can do to fade a sunspot that is directly on my bottom lip?
yeah, for sure. We can use, I
She
would
can do
say,
the Fade Bright or the Lactic 50?
Fade Bright every single day. Do Fade Bright and SPF 50.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to either put,
Lip balm.
your face SPF on your entire face and lips, or just get a special lip balm. Yeah, lactic 50 can be dabbed on there. I mean, you could even, if it's a small enough spot, I would even think like maybe Jesner would be okay. We don't want to do a super deep peel on your lips, but I have seen some where they just have like literally a blotch there.
Yes.
And you could treat that a little bit more
Spot
aggressively
treating.
with like Jesner is so good for hyperpigmentation because of the resorcinol in there, and that will help more quickly.
Okay, Sabrina from California has a question in regards to
Oh, Vis.
our Vis IPL system that we sell on platinumskincare.com. She's wondering how that fits into an ongoing TCA peel series and ongoing maintenance regimen. Can you speak about how best to add that to our existing routines, particularly if we are actively performing peels?
Well, if you're doing a peel, you're only going to do that once a month, the TCA peel. So with the IPL system, it's not done every single day. It's not done once a month. It's actually done 3 or 4 times a week. So you're definitely going to want to wait a good 2 weeks for sure after a TCA peel. You're all healed. You got another good week off. And then I would say you're probably okay to do it because it's not super, super aggressive in any way. And then you're going to do that for, I think it's like 3 or 4. It depends on what you're treating. Like each of the different hand pieces have a different.
Yeah, she said she's going to be doing
The rejuvenate.
Yes, rejuvenation.
And I believe it's 3 or 4 days a week. And I think that'll be fine. If for some reason you feel irritated,
Right.
then cut back to a month. And then you're just going to end up, maybe do your IPL one entire month and then do the peel next month and then do the Vis. But you just see how that goes. It could potentially be done a little bit more.
Perfect. All right, Kristina from Portland, Oregon. She's very excited. She's preparing for her first peel. She says she'll be doing a TCA and have all the prep and post products already. Her question is, let's see, in regards to her routine. I use the exfoliation lotion P50 1970, which has phenol, so a different product, has a few things, some lactic, some sulfur. Should I stop this while I prep for the peel, and how soon can I do it again after the peel?
Interesting that it has phenol in it. That's a numbing agent.
Yeah.
Niacinamide is vitamin B, lactic acid, salicylic acid, sulfur. It sounds like it might be for acne. There is acid in it, so I would suggest stopping use at least 3 days, maybe even up to 5 days before you do a peel, because you don't know.
Right, what
This is
percentage.
a product that we don't
Yep.
carry, so it's very hard for me to state. I don't know any levels. It could have 1% lactic, which is
Right.
nothing, or it could be way higher.
could be a
but
little stronger.
I would definitely stop 3 to 5 days prior. Make sure your skin's feeling perfectly normal before you do a TCA peel, and take that with a grain of salt because I don't know what this product is.
All right. Teresa from Texas says, I bought a kit to do myself. I'm assuming a peel kit, but I don't know how to prep my skin so it will work. I once had a plastic surgeon do it, and I had no peeling. He said my skin was too thin.
Interesting. Well, we don't know which peel you have there.
No,
So obviously,
we
if
do
you're
not.
using some of the milder acids, like, mandelic or glycolic, that's not going to cause heavy peeling. And some people almost say, well, I didn't get any peeling. And they really did. Like when we say you didn't, your skin didn't get dry, you didn't see any
no.
flakes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got some. Oh, okay. Then you're getting peeling.
Then
So
you're achieving your result.
you are, and some acids you don't even have to see it physically coming off your face to know that it actually still is coming off your
Very
face. It's
true.
more of on a microscopic level. So no matter what your skin, even that one that the doctor did on you, your skin is better for that.
Yeah.
So how to prep? I mean, use things like retinol every single day, like as a daily one, or a glycolic wash. Things like antioxidants and protect from from the sun with SPF. And if you're talking about just applying the peel, well then it's just a matter of washing your face, stripping the skin. We have Prep A or Prep B to strip the skin. If you don't have that, you can use either pure acetone or 90% alcohol, because I'm not quite sure which if immediately prepping or prepping
Right.
prior to a peel.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So Ann McCarthy from Caribou, Maine says, what is the best peel for the body?
Well, I did a video where I did a side-by-side comparison on the hand and arm, so you can look that video up. And I did 70% glycolic on one arm in hand, and then I did the TCA 30 on the other. And I will say I most definitely had better flaking skin with the TCA. It is obviously much stronger than the glycolic 70. So, but it really depends on what you're trying to treat too. You know,
Right.
if you're trying to treat hyperpigmentation, then I would recommend Jesner all day long because it's just better for hyperpigmentation. You may need to do like 5-6 layers or 2-3 layers of Jesner and a couple layers of TCA. I would say like TCA 20 if you're layering it with Jesner. But yeah, that's a kind of a very general question.
And we do recommend triple treat after
Yes.
the body peel. That
Body
really
wash.
helps. And the body wash as well will really
Every
help.
single day, this will get rid of a lot
In
just
between.
using this every day.
Absolutely. That keeps the skin exfoliated in between those monthly peels
Yes.
and helps the skin exfoliate post-peel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this question comes all the way from Australia.
Yay.
Manny says, hi Jen, can I use GHK in my nighttime routine with my 1 anti-aging cleanser, 2 anti-aging toner, Fade Bright, and hyaluronic acid, retinol? Let me see. All these.
Yeah.
As these have acids in them. I'm a little confused. Please clarify, and thanks a lot for your time and support.
Right, because GHK, you don't want to put it alongside strong acids because GHK is a more fragile product. Like his second generation, the CP serum, Super CP serum, Super Cop 2X, these can go on with any acid. He literally made this to go on with people that like to use Retin A.
Right.
Retinol is not an acid. That's not going to cause a problem. Hyaluronic acid is not really an acid. That's
Right.
actually a moisturizer. Holds 1,000 times its own weight in water. So the only thing that you're putting on and leaving on that has acid in it
Be that toner.
is that 5% lactic in the toner, which is so mild.
Yeah.
And the Fade Bright does have a little bit of azelaic in there. Not enough where I would feel that that's a problem.
I would skip the toner and
You
do
can?
the GHK at night. That's what
You
I
can
would do.
totally do that. You can totally do that.
That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, if you're really concerned.
Cool. All right, moving along. Paul asks, being a guy, is it okay to shave while my skin is actually peeling?
You know, we have a video for guys and peels, and you can, I know, because guys don't
Right.
necessarily always like to have that, or maybe it's unacceptable for work. What I did suggest in the video, not immediately after, you know, because your skin is more sensitive, but if you've been peeling, let's say it's, you know, day 4 or 5 and something, and you have to shave, what I suggest is to make sure that you put your shaving cream or lotion on really thick, you know, and then just gently glide, you know, going down,
Right.
not against the hairs, going down. Just do a really gentle one. Or you could use an electric, if
I
an
was just
electric
gonna say, what do you think
razor,
about the electric? Is that
you can use an electric razor. Just gently. The key is to be gentle. You know, if
Don't be
you're doing this
aggressive.
and it's irritating, well, then I guess you're kind of out of luck. But I think most people are fine with it.
All right, Lisa from California. When I first started doing peels, I peel a small area too soon and it left, she peeled a small area too soon and left a scar. Is there anything I can do to try to fix that? I have been continuing with peels for a year and no improvement.
Well, I don't know what kind of peels you've been doing. So, and you say a scar, and I know you don't really mean a scar. You mean like a red mark or a brown mark, PIH.
Yeah, and her Fitzpatrick is a 3. I just noticed that.
Okay, so what we usually suggest, if you have let's say this is pink, that skin came off too early, and it stays pink, that's called prolonged erythema. And the treatment for that is 1% hydrocortisone. So you can just don't get the 10 or the 5, get 1% hydrocortisone, apply that to the red area every single day for, I believe they don't want you to go over 2 weeks. Because what that's going to do is that's going to lighten that redness and it's going to turn it back into your normal skin color. But you don't want to be too aggressive because it'll just continue lightening. It's almost like a lightener. But that's what you're going to do. Other than that, I'm not quite sure what peels you've been using. You know, they can potentially be helpful. Though I would sometimes suggest things like Regenerate, like the epidermal growth factor, or copper. So if it's thinner than the rest of your skin, like if you're missing layers of skin, then you actually need to build those up. And I would
Right.
suggest to use products to do that, you know, like the growth factor or the coppers.
Perfect. This is a local question here from Roseanne from Macomb, Michigan. I think I know exactly who this lady is. She comes in and buys products from us all the time. Hi, Roseanne.
Hello.
Okay, so she says, what peel should I use if I have PIH from a previous peel because I did not treat with Fade Bright prior to? I haven't had a peel since May. I am now using Fade Bright 2 times a day and tretinoin at night. Is it possible to fix PIH? Thank you so much.
It is possible. It's going to take time just like anything else. It's just hyperpigmentation. So what is she? I don't know. What is her skin coloring? Do we know?
She's a 3 or 4. She's like an
Oh,
olivey skin tone. Yes.
3 or 4.
So
I
she
was
has an olivey skin tone, so I would continue with that Fade Bright, maybe a series of something lighter, like a lactic peel.
Yeah, and she's using tretinoin, so that's just as great. At SPF 50 for sure, right? Because if you're not applying SPF
yeah,
50, that's just going
definitely.
to continue to darken no matter what you do. And yeah, Jesner is going to be a good one. You can even just do a spot treatment on those areas, or at least an extra layer or so on those areas to try to get rid of that.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to here. I think he may have sent some questions to your phone there. Oh, no, you did not? Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was just her own phone going. Okay, so I believe, does that complete all our questions? I think that's it. Do we have anything that's coming on the live? How do I see this?
Oh, right. So what we're going to do is if you have more questions, obviously you can go visit our Peel University page. Click the link there and add your questions for any future lives. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And you can call us directly with those questions. You can email us at support@platinumskincare.com. And you can search right on our website with the chat box. Just type in your question. I think there's about 145 articles on there right now. So your question is probably answered.
I'm thinking so. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna say bye for today. Thank you for joining us, and you'll be able to find these videos online shortly.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Thank you. We will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.